Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I thought that I would talk about some tinted SPF products that I've been trying over the past month or so, what I like, what I don't like. I know that we're still kind of in the hot weather phase if you're in like the Northeast. That's where I am. I'm in Pennsylvania. It's mid-August when I'm filming this, so it's been hot, like high 90s here. And as you can tell today, I just didn't feel like doing the whole makeup thing. I just wanted a little bit of coverage, lip product, brows, and then I toss on these glasses to cover the lack of mascara and eyeshadow, and that's pretty much it, especially on days that I am nannying. So if you guys are curious to see what I think of the tinted SPF products in my collection and see swatches, then just keep watching. Okay, first off, let me tell you the products that I want to talk about today. I have 3 products from this brand, which I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce. It's C-O-T-Z. I assume it's Coats, or maybe it's Co-TZ, I'm not really sure. So these are a combination of like tinted SPF, mattifying SPFs with a tint, tinted moisturizers. So we have these 3. Then we have this one from Replenix, which is the tinted mattifying face sunscreen. We have this one from Estee Lauder, which is actually marketed as a sunscreen. It's the Futurist Hydra Rescue Moisturizing Makeup Broad Spectrum. So it is meant to be a moisturizing SPF, but obviously it has a tint. We have the Neutrogena Protect and Tint Tinted Moisturizer SPF. Now I know a lot of foundations have SPF in them, but they're marketed as foundations with SPF, not SPF with color. We have the Amore Pacific Moisture Bound Tinted Treatment Moisturizer with SPF of 15. And then we have the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Tinted Moisturizer Broad Spectrum 30. I didn't give you the specifics of these. So here is the Face Moisture Lightly Tinted product, and it has an SPF of 35. This big tube is marketed as their Flawless Complexion Tinted product with an SPF of 50, which is a mineral sunscreen for the face. They also have body products, but I was mostly focusing on face products. And then we have this one, which is the Face Prime and Protect. So it's a primer. Tinted SPF of 40 Sheer Matte Mineral Sunscreen Facial Primer. So this one's marketed as a primer. We have one that's marketed as a face moisture and one that's marketed as a tinted SPF, but all similar products. Let's start off with this one from Coats. This one is the Prime and Protect Tinted Facial Primer SPF of 30. It says Sheer Matte on it, and I do look for sunscreens or tinted products that have that matte or like mattifying label, just so I'm not super shiny. It's right here. It is super, super thick. Very, very thick, almost like a mousse foundation. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's right here. It is a bit on the deeper side, so I'm not sure it's gonna match everyone. Let me just put a little bit more so you can really see the texture here. Very, very thick. And that is pretty much my feedback. It took a lot of effort to squeeze this tube out initially. It's been in my bedroom now for a while, which it gets warm. It's the highest floor of our house, so it's the warmest. So you can see right here, it kind of matches my skin tone right now, but if you are lighter than my skin tone, I don't think that's gonna be a great match for you. Like I'll show you right here. On lighter skin tones, it will definitely show up. So that was my feedback with this one. While it did have a slightly mattifying effect and didn't leave the face greasy, it was thicker and a bit too dark for my personal skin tone. Next, we have the Face Moisture. This one is lightly tinted SPF of 35 Hydrate and Protect Mineral Sunscreen. Okay, let me show you this one. This one says it's lightly tinted. Okay. You see it right here? I'm not sure what tint they were going for, but it almost looks gray. And again, it's that thick formula, but not quite as puffy and moussey as the first one. But what kind of tint is that? Like, look. It's almost like gray on my skin right here. So I thought that was a little strange. Like, yes, it does rub down a bit, but still, it just looks so strange. So I like that it was matte, but the tint is gray. It is a nice consistency, a nice matte feeling. And I did like this formula the best of all 3 of the Coats tinted sunscreen products, just a heads up. So next up we have this one, the Flawless Complexion Tinted SPF of 50. It says it's a Vanishing Zinc Oxide Mineral Sunscreen. Again, it says it's tinted. So let me show you what this one looks like. This one is much, much runnier, but quite a bit lighter. So this is the most like what I would expect a sunscreen to feel like and what I would expect it to look like. It's much lighter in color. You can see here that I can almost get away with it on my palest color. Summer color, I can also make it work. However, you see how shiny it is compared to the two matte products? It's very greasy looking and it's semi-sheer, so you don't get a whole lot of coverage with this one. You get more coverage with this product than you do with this one. And this one is basically just a primer. It's just like a mattifying primer. So of the formulas, I liked this consistency the best, but this color the best, and this coverage the best. So if they could like combine them all together, decent coverage, matte finish, not thick, not runny, they would have like the perfect tinted sunscreen in my opinion. Next up, we'll move on to this one from Estee Lauder. It's the Futurist Hydra Rescue Moisturizing Makeup with SPF of 45. Now, obviously, since this is Estee Lauder, they have a wide range of colors. This one is 2W1. I do also have another one. This one is 1 and 2, so there's just 2 shades in the line. This one must have gotten too close to my like flat iron because I think I melted the package somehow. So I didn't want to use that one as an example in case it burst everywhere. But this one doesn't last as long because you can see that it's already separating and it's less than a year old. I like that it has a pump and I don't have to squeeze it out. I like that it has a lid. So obviously I'll be showing you this one just because it's one of the shades. It's not the only shade, so I can't say it's a tinted moisturizer, but it's a moisturizer with SPF. So obviously the colors will vary, but it's a nice coverage. This is my summer color, by the way, so it matches here really well, not so much my winter color. And I keep showing you my armpit, but sorry. So I like this product because it gives me more of like a natural glowy finish without looking greasy. This one looks greasy. This one looks more like a glowy foundation. I love this one. I've been using it for a long time. This is a new tube though. None of them smell particularly sunscreeny, if that makes sense. But of all 4 of them, this one has the most sunscreen smell to it. But again, it's not very strong. So I like that the Estee Lauder one has the SPF in it. I like that it has a wide range of colors. It does not have an expiration date on it, which is unfortunate. The other products do because they're marketed as more of a sunscreen product. This does not, so you kind of have to guess based on smell and texture when it's expired and when you need to throw it out. So that is the only downside to this one. Replenix, I've talked about this in favorites videos before. This one is the Tinted Mattifying Face Sunscreen SPF of 30. This one does have an expiration right here, has the list of ingredients, and I've run through quite a lot of this. This is what it looks like. It's a bit more of like a moussey consistency, but nowhere near as thick as the first COTZ product. You can kind of see it just spreads on, kind of shears out, but it's a really nice color. You can kind of see that it's, you can see it's a little bit dark for my winter color, but not bad. This is one of the lightest tinted SPFs I found, and that's why I really like it. I also like that it's mattifying. So I can put this all over my face. I'll get like a little bit of coverage. It'll be mattifying, kind of smooths everything out. So I just have to say this one right now is my favorite tinted SPF product that I have discovered. So just letting you know now. Moving on to the Neutrogena Protect and Tint SPF of 30. This is available at Walmart, I believe. This one, I honestly can't tell if it has an expiration date or not, but I know I've had it for a little while. This one, it comes in, I believe, 4 different shades. This one's the medium to deep because I saved this one in my collection as a bronzer, so I use it on the perimeter of my face to bronze and get skincare. So this one's not going to be a great representation of the shade for me, but it'll let you know the coverage, the finish. Again, comes out more like a typical sunscreen. A decent amount of coverage, obviously not my color, but A decent amount of coverage. Again, it is a similar finish to the Estee Lauder one. It's not greasy. It just looks very fresh and healthy. And I really like that one. I don't know if they're discontinuing it or not, but hopefully not. Next, we have the Amore Pacific Moisture Bound Tinted Treatment Moisturizer SPF 15. This one is much lower than all of the other ones. We had 40, we had 35, we had 50, we had 45, we had 30, and we had 30. So this is gonna give you a lot less sun protection. I feel like I read somewhere that you need at least 30 to be adequately protected from the sun. So that's a downside to this one. It's also pricey. However, it is beautiful. And I have the shade 102, so I believe there are different shades, but their line just smells so good. I mean, it's this luxe, like iridescent packaging. The packaging is beautiful. This is what it looks like. It comes out again like a typical sunscreen. Beautiful, like medium coverage for reference. That's the shade right here. So it's really good for lighter skin tones. It's a really good match. Again, this is shade 102. So again, I feel like this is more moisture than SPF because it's only 15. And this also does not have an expiration on it either. So again, you're just kind of guessing based on smell, consistency, if it starts to break up, if it's time to go or not. But again, a nice option if you want more lighter shades. So if you're looking for something with more lighter shades, this would be a nice option, because sometimes the like one shade fits all tinted SPF products don't really work for super light and super deep skin tones. So sometimes you do need to find a range that has actual shades. Finally, we have the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Tinted Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF of 30, and it says natural luminous finish, and I have the shade cream. So again, this range has different colors, different shades, and again, no expiration date. Squeeze out tube. Yeah. And this one is a bit thicker, similar to the SPF products initially. It's like more of a moussey consistency. It's a little bit thicker. This one says it's a luminous matte. This doesn't look very luminous. It smells similar to their other products, just kind of like clean and fresh. This one's a little bit thicker. You can kind of see here. Winter shade check. It'll get by, but it's a little bit more on the peachy side for me, so it's not like a perfect match. I prefer the tone of this one or this one. So the Amore or the Estee Lauder. You can still see just how greasy this third coats one is. It's just so greasy. Like that's what your face would look like. So I'm gonna say pass for that one. I mean, I like that this has some skincare. It's non-comedogenic. It's safe for sensitive skin. No artificial fragrance, allergy tested. So like I feel like there's something for everyone. Like the COTZ ones are targeted SPF. They tell you what they are. They're a primer, they're a sunscreen, or they're a moisturizer. They tell you exactly what it is. Estee Lauder's product is more meant as makeup, but they're marketing it as sunscreen. The Replenics one, like I said, is my favorite for oily skin because it truly is mattifying. I will use it underneath foundations and I stay pretty much oil-free most of the day, which is impressive. The Neutrogena Protectant Tint, I like this one. In specific areas, like I use it like a bronzer more than an all over the face thing. It's a little bit on the shiny side for all over the face for me, but again, a nice product. And then the Amore one, it's more high-end, more luxury, but you can kind of find things cheaper that I like better. So if I had to pick my top two, I would have to say the Replenics one and probably the Estee Lauder. They're quite different, but I really enjoy them. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. Here again are the swatches. We had the Coats Prime and Protect. We had the Coats Moisturizer. We had the Coats Flawless Complexion Tinted SPF. We had the Estee Lauder. We had the Replenics. We had the Neutrogena, the Amore Pacific, and finally we had the First Aid Beauty. So here they are. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. I know that summer is almost over, but it still stays hot for quite a while. And honestly, you should be wearing SPF all year long. So definitely don't skimp on that step. Don't skip it. Always put on SPF. It prevents the skin from aging and it just prevents skin cancer. So Don't skip it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.